I'm just waiting for the recording to start up. Okay, yeah, it's up now. Hello everyone. Good good evening. I think I can say. I think majority are Nigerians, so I can say good evening. Yeah, officially guys are welcome to BootXP, organized by Microsoft's Learn Student Ambassador FUNAB. So yeah, we are kicking things up. Yeah. Okay, maybe before starting, let me introduce or okay. Yeah, let me introduce few people on this call. So first off, I'd like to introduce a senior ambassador. Yeah, he was a Microsoft Learn student ambassador while he was on campus, and now he's a graduate. So that's Mr. Trust. Mr. Trust, thank you for joining. Really appreciate you. Also, we have if you could unmute and if you have anything for us, you could unmute and say just anything, sir. I see the emoji.
Okay, he said I should say just anything. Okay. Yeah, good evening everyone. I'm so happy to be here, honestly. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to what this boot camp would, offer every one of us here who wants to learn. And just like everyone, I started this journey to learn tech. And I'm excited as well to be here. So please let's all get ready to learn and unlearn. Of course, to make use of what we learn in making the world a better place, so to speak. So thank you for having me, everyone.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right, so also on this call I have few other ambassadors. So we have Toibat Adele. She's also a student ambassador here in FUNAB. Toibat, if you could unmute and say hi, that'd be nice.
Hello everybody. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can
As
hear you.
okay, thank you. As Taiwo said, my name is Toybat and I am a Data Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, and it's such an exciting experience doing this with you guys. This is the first boot camp that we're hosting, so we're learning a lot from this, and I'm glad that we get to share from what we know with you guys. I also hope you have a lovely experience. Thank you for being here.
All right, thank you very much, Toibat. All right, so we also have Ilewi. Ilewi is also a student, a Microsoft Learn student ambassador. So Ilewi, if you want to say hi.
Oh yeah, hello everybody. It's so nice to be amidst everybody here tonight, and I also look forward to what this boot camp holds. Thank you, Taiwo.
All right. Um, there's also one other ambassador, but she's not currently on this call. I think she's having network issues, but maybe when she comes on, I'll just introduce her also. All right, again, I'm Moeni Taiwo, um, a Microsoft Learn student ambassador. Yeah, I'm a student of the statistics department here in FUNAB. All right, so yeah, again, I really want to say thank you guys for joining this call. Thank you for registering. We have a lot of people who registered for this session, but yeah, we have just few people on this call. So I really want to say thank you. And according to, well, I'll be sharing little bit insight about the registration data. So we figured out that we have more students. Yeah, we have about 70, 60 plus percent students. So yeah, I know probably you guys are classes, you guys, had a stressful day and all of that. I had to my day was stressful. I'm supposed to be resting now. In fact, yeah, but let's not go through that. Yeah, it's fine that you guys still decided to join. All right, so I think Trust said earlier, so we've actually been trying to do something like this for a while now, but we've been actually postponing. We were trying to wait for the right time, and stuff like that. Yeah, but it turns out we won't get a perfect timing and all of that. So we just decided to kick things up. Yeah, I should say that. Yeah, this call is just going to be an introduction. Like we are just going to, well, it's more like a kickoff party, more like getting to know more about the program, how things would run, and sharing maybe, yeah, having to hear from you guys your expectation, um, we sharing our expectations and all of the things in between. We'll get to all of those details soon. But again, yes, we are really, really excited to have you guys on this call. And just to say, in case your friend could not join this call, that should not be a problem. All of these calls will be recorded. I would find a way to document them. So after this call, you can always rewatch them, probably get summary, and you would always get something from every call, and you could always rewatch every call you miss. So that's not a problem. I know it's hard for us to all be here same time, same place, and all of that. Yeah, so that's allowed. If you cannot join any call, it's totally fine. Just try to check the summary, rewatch the call, and all of that. All right, so that being said, yeah, so like I was saying, so we were actually waiting for the best time and all of that. For some of you, you would notice that you guys have been on the WhatsApp group for a long while and everything has just been quiet and all of that because we okay, let me say for the first part, now after pushing for so long, we wanted to start during the holidays, at least for Funabite, but then everything just got delayed. But don't let me bore you with the history. Let's talk about the current situation. All right, so we were planning to we were looking at having a very long time frame so that we could work on these things continuously and maybe go into details like really deep dive and go hands on. But turns out that well, I don't know. According to the data again, we have more Funabites on this session, and I know we have, yeah, don't feel bad if you're not from Funabite. Yeah, we know that we have other guys who are not from Funab. Yeah, I mean, we have guys from LASU, we have guys from yeah, we even have someone from a university in Ghana, so that's fine. So don't worry, we will be, this section is going to be hybrid. It's going to be online, like majorly, but only that maybe some we could have physical meetings for Funabite that we could just gather in person and do one or two. But don't worry, even if we do, we would find a way to document whatever we did, share resources. I'm not going to be promising video for physical events, but would try if it's possible, would definitely do that. So, like I said, it's going to be hybrid, but more 90% to be online. Yeah, 90% to be online. Just few meetings or few things will be offline, like in person. Yeah, so yeah, that's all basically, yeah. Then about the, yeah, so we are looking at running these for 3 weeks. Yeah, I know you might be like, oh, 3 weeks is short. But then 3 weeks time now, it's, I think perfectly 3 weeks time is exactly Christmas. Yeah. So well, we might extend, we might go beyond 3 weeks, but I don't want to promise you guys and at the end of the day, I'm not able to do what I promise, or we are not able to do what we promise. So that's why we want to try to say 3 weeks. So let's say how it goes. If there will be need to increase it, maybe we could just move it, because for us for Nabite, we'll be having our exams very close January and all of that, those things. But don't let me bore you with all of those details, but don't worry, we'll be fine. I would just want to make sure we do something, and like I said, this is our first time doing something like this, so it might not be a perfect ride, but we promise to serve you the best we can. We promise to make it a wonderful experience. So yeah, do well to share your feedback. Do well to yeah, if there's anything you feel like we could improve on, yeah, would really love to hear all of those things. All right, so that being said, we have more students. So we will be meeting most times 9 p.m. for these calls, for these sections, unless otherwise yeah, stated. Yes. Yeah, there might be sessions that might have to be maybe not 9 p.m., but I feel like 9 p.m. should be um convenient since are mostly students and probably some are working class, so you can still go do your daily activities and then in the cool of the evening just join in and still learn, right? So you can drop in the chat if you feel is a bad idea, whatever you think you can just put it in the chat. Let's try to be interactive. I don't want to talk alone. All right, so we'll be meeting 9 p.m. Unless otherwise stated. And I think don't worry, meeting like whenever we'll be having sections, we will let you know. But probably after today, or yeah, after today, you would share out a complete outline, like a schedule for all the calls and all. But most of our calls, most of the early calls would be general for like the first few days, because we'd like there are some things we feel like everyone could just benefit from. So we'll talk more about that in a bit. So let me share my screen so that I could just show you some stuff concerning the registration. So we could just yeah, we could just all right, hopefully you can see my screen. You should see a page, a Google, sorry, a Microsoft Form page right now. So if you could see it, you could again do a thumbs up. You could drop in the chat or anything is fine. You could just unmute and say, yes, I see it. It's totally fine. So can anyone confirm that you can see before I continue? Anyone? I hope you guys did
Oh
not
yeah, I
just
can.
Yeah,
join.
yeah, I can see your screen.
All right, thank you. It's nice to know that you guys did not just join and ghost. All right, so we have 38 response. Okay, actually 37 because I had to do pilot. I have to test this the form out, so I had to fill that in. So we had 37 response. Yeah, congratulations for being among the 37. So okay, someone, yeah, 38. I thought, yeah, someone just filled. Yeah, some people are still registering. Well, it's nice that people are still registering, but let's just go on. Yeah. So I think someone is trying to join. Okay, I see that. All right. So it turns out that okay, few people are not WhatsApp users. Yeah, we understand and we are addressing that by sending emails to you guys to update you about changes or about updates in the program. I think that should solve the problem. But if you feel like that does not solve it, you could just let us know. All right, so our names, yeah, we had 38 people. Yeah, we had phone numbers so that we could add you guys to the WhatsApp group, even though we had link to, yeah, we collected email so we could also reach out to you via email. Yeah, we asked about the preferred, yeah, option for reaching out to you guys, and turns out 62% preferred WhatsApp messages, and that is why we had that group. So it feels like we could just put everything on the group and yeah, and be okay. And turns out 38% prefer email. So yeah, we I you should, or yeah, some of you should get my email this night. Because some people submitted wrong email also and stuff like that. But if you did not get our email, probably we'll just talk about that on the group. You could just we could just correct the whatever. All right, so we on this track we have sorry, on this session, this boot camp, we are going to be focusing on 5 tracks. uh, yeah, we have the data analysis track, we have the machine learning track, we have the web development track, we have our GitHub and open source track, and we have technical writing track. Sadly, we don't have any we do not have any participants who wants to go into technical writing, or maybe not yet, probably would still have people register and come into that. So for the early few days of this program, we would still we would still open the track. You could still change track. Yeah, like I said, the early few days, the few early days would be general track. So we'll talk about some things I feel like we feel like everyone should just know about, right? So at least for those early days, you could just, okay, maybe you feel like, okay, maybe I feel like machine learning is not right for me, or I feel um data analysis is not nice for me, or I already have background knowledge in this area, or let me just try technical writing. So would allow those so that you can just change. So turns out we have 64% data science, data analysis rather. We have 18% machine learning. We have 13% going into web development. Funny how web development was 0% um as at I want to be precise now, as at maybe evening, the last evening when I checked. But now we have 13%, and GitHub and open source is 5%. So it's interesting. I hope that would have people, maybe people come into technical writing. So like I said, turns out we have more students. So we have 82% of people on this that who registered for this session, this boot XP are students, while 18% are not students. Yeah, we have a few graduates and a few working class people. So we try to consider all of those people. That's why we decided that the night would be the perfect time for calls and meetings. All right, so like I said, we have people across different institutions. Of course, FUNAB has the highest number of participants. We have few people from LASU. We have few people. I think we have someone from um Olusegun Agagu, that's in Ondo State. We have I think two people from Federal University of Lokoja. We have we have someone from a university in Ghana. I think we can still look into that. But that's not interesting. Let's just so we have several disciplines in people across several disciplines are participating in this session. So we have, I think majority are statistics students. Shout out to statisticians. So we have a few engineering guys, we have few agricultural engineering guys, we have few APH, we have computer science, we have banking and finance. Yeah, it's interesting to see that at least we have multiple discipline. All right, so we also asked a question asking you guys, are you an MLSA? And this question was intentional because we feel like yeah, because we feel like it's necessary. And turns out that 38% are not MLSAs. Um, I hope I'm right. Yeah, 38% are not MLSA. No. 9% are MLSAs, and 53% are asking what is MLSA. So is one of the things we'll be talking about during this section. We'll take out a day to talk about MLSA, but just to talk about it now briefly, MLSA stands for Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors. It's a program for students. You have to be a student in order to get into this program. Yeah, regardless of the level, be it polytechnic, be it college of education, be it undergrad, postgrad, whatever it is, master's, doctorate. As far as you're a student, you can apply for this program. And one of the interesting thing would talk more intensively about the program during this session. One of the sessions would introduce the program, we'll walk you through the application process. Yeah, a lot of things got changed, and yeah, the application process is quite taxing, but I promise you it's worth it. It's it's worth it. Yeah, it's achievable. Yeah, I know people, majority majority come to my DM and ask MLS, I want to get in and stuff like that. But when they hear about the requirements, they run away. Like, to be sincere, they run away. So that's what it's like. I tell you, it's taxing, but it's achievable. Yeah. And that's one of the things we'll talk about. We could probably look into mentorship for as many that are interested in joining the program. We have about 4 or 5 MLSs in FUNAP, so we'll work together with you to put you in the best position to get into the program. Yeah, you would talk about benefit and engagement, like what you do in the program and benefit, why you should join the program, probably during those sessions. Let me know we start time. I did not plan to take this long, but I'm already taking this long already. But let me just try wrap things up sharply. So we also tried to we asked you this question about how you heard about this boot program, because we wanted to see where our traffic is coming from, so that we could put right energy into right channels. Turns out our community is still not very active. So we have 16% from the community. We have 50% from family or friend. Wow, that's interesting. Nobody from the newsletter. We have about 32% from status, which is interesting also. All right, so that's the insights. Well, there is more to share, but I feel like that's the interesting thing. I think maybe I'll show that. Okay, let me just try confirm that. But while I try check something, if you guys have any questions so far about the program, if you have any question, you could just ask. While I try to check for something, I'm coming. I'll be back soon. But if you have any question, you can just unmute, or you could just raise up your hand. You could use the emoji, raise up your hand, and yeah, maybe Toibat, if you could help me, because I'm off Teams now. So if anybody is ready to ask question, you could just help me engage them.
Yep,
I'll be listening.
no problem. If there's
All
any
right, thank you.
question, I'm down to take it. You're welcome.
All right.
Okay. Like you said, if you have any question, you can just unmute your mic, and I will be available to provide a
Yeah,
response.
you could also
Okay.
yeah, sorry. You could also drop it
Yeah.
in the chat if you don't feel comfortable talking. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that worry. Okay. Simile. Okay. I am not Yoruba. So in case I pronounce your name wrongly, I am so sorry. But Simile, right?
Good evening. I'm Timilane.
Okay.
So my question is concerning the track.
Okay.
I don't know, is it possible to can I say register for 2 track? I don't know. I just felt like 2 track are interesting. Okay, example,
Mm-hmm.
machine learning and web development. Actually, I'm
Mm-hmm.
into web development, but I just felt like I'm very interested in machine learning. But then I still feel like
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not very sound in web development. So I just find the
Yeah.
both very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to register for the 2 track?
Toiba, do you want to take
Okay.
that?
You can take that if you are available to do that. I don't mind.
Okay, I think I can talk. Okay,
Okay.
so uh, well, I would strongly recommend that you stick to one track just because of efficiency. But if you have prior knowledge and you feel that you are really ready to devote time to 2 tracks, that's fine. That's what I would say, at least for me. Yeah, so I think that would be all from me. If you feel like you are ready to, put in the energy for 2 tracks, I feel like that's totally fine. Because at some point, I feel like you actually need to at least know a bit about other stuff to be able to decide on, okay, I feel like, okay, maybe this interests me more, or I feel like I have more strength in this. Yeah. So there was a point that I was just doing everything that comes my way. I was on anything basically. So, but if you do it, it would help you because you are building capacity, and probably when you get to workspace, you can fill in any gap. And I feel like industries like the workspace like that kind of thing. Like you can do multiple things, right? So, but all of these things boils down to dedication and commitment. So if you try it out and you feel like, okay, I feel like machine learning is not for me. I just don't connect. You could just get out of it. And if you feel like, okay, I'm learning, I have experience in web development, but I want to explore machine learning, then that's fine, completely fine. Yeah, I think that would be all for me. Unless Sir Trust, if you want to say something to this.
Yeah, sorry, I wanted to speak a bit
Okay, that's
also.
fine.
Yeah, so Timmy, so you were speaking about machine learning and web development. So since this bootcamp is 3 weeks, averagely is going to be intense, not super intense in the sense that it's not something you can handle, but like it's going to be a bit intense since you're trying to like rush things. So I feel like doing 2 tracks would be a bit overwhelming. And once you start like piling up overwhelming like task, it it will get out, put it that way. So I don't know, you can just as Taiwo said, you can yeah, just weigh your options and weigh your like task and all. So Joy is saying that the registration link doesn't allow you pick 2 tracks. Taiwo, I don't know if you want to address that.
Yeah, that's intentional. Like I said, we wanted efficiency, so we really wanted you guys to stick to one track. But it's fine if you feel like I said, for the early few days, we would still have access to maybe okay, I want to move from this to this. That's still totally fine. So maybe during that period, you could state your second choice, right? So that's fine. But again, I'm being honest here, these things can be really really overwhelming. Like if you get a lot of info, it can even just make you get out. So if you feel like it's not important, like if you feel like I'm not set to, if you know that you cannot handle to track, don't. That's my advice. Like I said, all of these things will be recorded. You could just focus on one track now, and maybe after after completing that track in the future, you could go back and choose another track to watch those content and get access to the resource and material shared. You could do that. That's fine. You get. And yeah, that's fine. I feel like it's just, it depends on you. Like we are different people. Some people, like sometimes when I see bulky stuff, I just get like I run out of it. So if you're that kind of person, I probably will not advise you do multiple track. Yeah. But if you feel like you can, well, that's fine. Yeah, that's completely fine. But like I said, if you could probably try this out. Focus on one track for these 3 weeks. And probably after the end of the session, since all of these things will be recorded, you can go back to them and now explore other tracks. Because for me, I believe that having an idea of other tracks is actually very, very beneficial. Like me today, I'm not saying I know everything. In fact, I do not. But at least I have I have knowledge in most fields. Like at least I just know something, even if it's just one thing. Yeah, cloud computing, Web3, AI, machine learning. It's just like my kind of personality. I just like knowing things. Like I just like exploring. That's me. If you're that kind of person, fine, you could do it. But if you get overwhelmed with content, I feel like you should not. Yeah, I think we've dragged this matter enough. Or who asked the question? If the person is okay with this, or you still want us to dwell on this?
Okay, I asked the question. Thank you so much. I've gotten an answer.
All right, all right. Thank you very much. Yeah, just make your decision, but be sincere to yourself. Yeah, that's because we all know our strengths. We know ourselves better. So I feel like you'll be the best person to answer that question. Just consider the situations around you. You remember our school would probably still be there. So you cannot sacrifice school for tech. It's not as if well, you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, don't stop school. All right. I think I'm back now, so I can share what I wanted to share. Though it's not something huge, but I was well. Let me just share it. Uh okay. One sec. I think I stopped sharing my screen. Okay. All right, just 1 minute. I'm coming. Should be this way. Yeah, this. All right, you probably should see Excel. Yeah, you probably should see Excel. Just confirm so I can just run through this quick.
Okay, sorry. Joy has a question in the chat box.
Oh, in the chat. Okay, I'll check.
Yeah.
Or you can just read it out.
Okay. She's asking if the boot camp is for a complete beginner or for someone who is interested in upskilling and already has basic knowledge about the field.
All right. That's actually a nice question. All right. So again, this bootcamp is beginner focused. Yeah, is beginner focused. Even though we would be going, it's better to start from beginner to and go up the ladder instead of just starting from maybe intermediate or experts. So we'll try to focus on the fundamental. I actually believe that if your fundamental is strong, you can build on it. At least that's my take. So if your fundamental is strong, you could just, yeah, there are a lot of resources out there, so you could easily build on these things yourself, or yeah, you could just take courses and up your skill. Yeah. So again, the to answer the question, like short answer to the question, is going to be beginner focus. But that does not mean that if you have some level of experience, you should opt out. Well, that's not a good idea, because you'd probably you can see it as a revision phrase, like a period to revise all of these things. The more you use or repeat these things, the better or clearer it gets. And you never can tell. Probably someone would explain that same concept that you've been finding hard to understand, maybe in just the right words that you would understand. You get. So I would advise that even though you have some level of experience, yeah, you can still participate. Definitely, you would not be wasting your time. Yeah, I guess that answers the question. All right, I hope that answers it. I was hoping I'll get response from Joy, but hopefully it does. So just to run through this, yeah, just to show, yeah, we have a lot of people do not know what MLS is all about, and I've already said I will talk about that. So we'll talk about that. Yeah, so we have engineering, economics, across disciplines. Yeah. Yeah, we have Nabite, we have yeah, this was the school I was trying to remember. University of Mines and Technology, Takwa, Ghana, Olusegun Agagu University of Science and Technology, LASUED, LASUS Tech, Federal University, Lokoja, and Lagos State University. So yeah, we have more students, obviously. So I would stop sharing that now. Yeah, so again, uh well, I was supposed to prepare some kind of slide for this session, but you don't want to hear how my day went. So, so I'm sorry, but don't worry. Would always document things. Yeah, we'll be creating a LinkedIn repo that will hold all of these things, slides, resource, everything. They'll be up. Yeah, they'll be up there publicly, that everybody, and even people that could not participate, could not join, or did not register for this bootcamp could just look up those resources and learn from it. Yeah, we are trying to build this open source education system. Yeah, you don't really have to register to learn, basically. But it's fine that you register, because when you register, you get access to live question and answering like this. You could literally ask questions and you get answers to them. You get opportunity to yeah, to commune with us one on one and all of those things. And if you have problem after the boot camp, obviously you can always DM. I'm having this. Could you help me? All of those. Yeah, we're also building network. Yeah, we are we are trying to connect with like-minded people, people that you could just reach out to if you have issues, you're attending event. Hey, are you attending this event? Let's meet up and all of that. Yeah, so we are building network. Fine. All right, I think we've talked a lot about the program, but yeah. So like I said, for the early few days, we'll do some general stuff like, well, I think, okay, yeah, let me not spoil. Let me just keep it and you'll see it when it's ready to be seen. But don't worry, we have good things in plan. Yeah, we have good things. And yeah, like I said, we are really, really open to corrections. We are trying this out for the very first time, and we really want to make the experience a great one. So whatever you feel like we can make it better, we would love to hear. Probably at the end of every session, or maybe at the end of the boot camp, would I feel like you guys will forget. Maybe at the end of every call, or maybe weekly, we'll just have a feedback form to collect your response, and we'll really, really love you guys to fill that out honestly. Probably we'll make it anonymous, that you don't have to put your name, you don't have to put your email, just anonymous, so you could be honest. We want to evaluate ourselves, we want to know where we need to improve, and we want to know where we are also doing well, so that we can, yeah, so that's the idea. So we will really be looking forward to you guys filling feedback forms. Yeah. All right. So about the program objective or expectations, well, I feel like all of these things are around what we've actually discussed. In one way or the other, we've actually answered these things. So we expect you to join calls. That's like, yeah, we expect you to join calls, but if for any reason you cannot join any call, don't worry. The calls will be recorded and there will be links to them will be accessible. So you get them and you can always go back to rewatch. You can share with your friends. Yeah, if you find it very, very helpful, you can share with your friends. You can, yeah, spread the gospel. Yeah, spread the word. Yeah. And yeah, we expect you to join calls, but if you cannot join it, that's totally fine. Just watch the recording, and yeah, we also expect you to practice things, right? So when we teach content, or we do maybe some kind of hands-on, we expect you to try to, when we do these things on call, we might not be able to carry everybody along. Your network might lag. This person, we might not be able to wait to everybody accomplish the task, but we love you to do those things on your own. And yes, we love you guys to do your assignments or classwork, whatever you call it. Probably would, well, let me not spoil yet. We actually looking to make this a wonderful experience. So, and like I said, we're open to you guys' suggestion. Whatever you guys feel we can add to make it spicy. Yeah, really, really open to do that. All right, so we expect you guys to do your assignments. Yeah, do your homework. If you guys are given resources to study, if you guys are given assignment to tasks to complete, make sure you do it. Understand that you're students, and yeah, we have deadlines already. But don't worry, I feel like the deadlines for tasks and assignments will be very, very, very flexible. So everybody will be able to survive. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, those are the expectations we have from you, right? I think we are okay. Or Toibat, and Ileri, if there's any other thing you guys want to share. All right.
No, I don't
Okay,
think I
go on.
see. No, I don't.
Sorry.
I don't have anything to say
All
right
right.
now.
Wonderful. It's already
Like, I
one
don't have any
hour.
additions to it.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. So it's already 1 hour. I actually thought that this call would be 30 minutes or less. But here we are, 1 hour. So I think we are done. Just to wrap up, I would like to say thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for taking out this time to join again. We really, really appreciate you guys. And we promise you will not be wasting your time. Yes, you will not be wasting your time. So we are trying to make this a nice time. Yeah, we're trying to make this experience a wonderful one. And probably we look forward to doing this again, probably in the future. Yeah, we'll learn from this and see how it goes. All right, thank you guys for joining. That'll be all. Good night, good night. See you tomorrow, or maybe not tomorrow, but we'll let you know. Don't mind me. I don't like to be probability stuff, right? So I like putting probability to everything. So I don't want to promise you tomorrow, but we'll let you know. Probably tomorrow, we'll let you know. Yeah, you guys can leave now. We are done. Unless you want to stay on the call to say good night. All right, good night, guys. See you in the future.
Well, good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night. Good night.